Hello students and welcome back to Basic Concepts of Math. And today students we are continuing our basic concepts of geometry with another very important and very interesting topic called circle. Now circle is a very basic shape which can not only be seen around us but can also be seen in the space, in our body and so on. So let's not waste time and get directly to the circle. In this video I won't be able to cover everything about circle. I'll make another video to cover all the different parts of circle, but let's see whatever we have today. So let's move further and I have a question for you everyone. What is a circle? Let's think about a circle. Where you have seen a circle? One of the simple example is like this watch is circular. Even your kada is circular. Bangles and so on, even your plates. So when we talk about circle, circle is everywhere. So let's not waste time and maybe draw a circle. You can take a pen, put it in the center of the page, use a rubber band, attach a pencil and try to rotate it. What do we get? We get a circular shape. Can you try to form a definition based on what we have observed? Let me help you students. So circle is set of points. Now I am saying set of points because on the periphery what is there is a lot of points which is coming together, and these points are always at the fixed distance from the center, and this is very important part of the circle. A circle cannot be formed if all the points are not equidistant or at the same distance from the center. So we have understood what is a circle. Circle is a set of all the points with on a plane, that is a two-dimensional structure, and it is from the fixed distance from the center. Now moving further students, there are a few important terms which you need to remember whenever you are learning about a circle. So let's start with this. Let's observe this diagram. So very first important term is the center. Now if you draw a line from the center to the outward, what do we get? It's a radius. So do remember, radius is the distance from the center to the outward part of it, and you can draw the radius anywhere and everywhere in the center. Moving further to our next important part, which is diameter. Now as you can observe, the diameter is passing through the center. So that's what a diameter is. Diameter goes straight across the circle through the center. Now if you see this radius, if I draw one more radius from here till here, will it look like a diameter? Yes students, that's correct. Therefore we need to remember diameter is nothing but 2 times the radius. So if you know the radius, you know the diameter, you just have to multiply by 2. The third important part and third important term to remember about a circle is the circumference. Now circumference is nothing but the surrounding. If you take a thread or anything and take a circle around, the distance which is present around the circle is called circumference. So students, make a note of all of three and you have to remember these three because these are the very basic concepts. So students, I have an activity which you guys have to do at home. So before we start with the activity, you require few materials. Read out these few materials and get it before you proceed in the video lecture. So what you need a thread, you need scissor, few circular objects, at least 3. You can take more, but at least 3 circular objects. This could be anything. It could be bangle, CD, plate, etc. and a scale. A transparent scale would be better. Now pause the video, get all of these things, and then we'll start ahead. Let's go to the procedure. Step number 1, once you get all the 3 objects available at home, place it in front of you. Now once you get all 3 objects, take the thread from one point and circle around the object and mark it where it ends. Now you will get a length of thread which was circled around the object. Now using this thread, what you will do, place it near a ruler or a scale and find the length of this thread. Now once you get the length of this thread, make sure that you are marking and writing it somewhere. Once you are done with this, measure the length and mark a point at the center. Now once you get the center of the circle, find out the radius with the help of the scale. Now once you are done till here, you have to form a table, an observation table. Now in this table, you write down all 3 objects which you had. It could be, kada, bangle, CD, plate, whatever you want to write. Write down what was the circumference you got for that object. Write down what was the radius you got from that object, and then divide the circumference with the radius. Okay, you can use a calculator or you can do a division by yourself. Get a decimal value. Now once you get this, Then proceed further. So pause the video right over here, calculate this, and then go ahead in the video. So if you are done, I hope if you are done with the calculation, you have found something very interesting about these answers. Let's observe. So once you do that, you will be able to see that all the values are coming 3.14 and so on. Now why is it so? That was the thing which people in the ancient world realized. Whenever they take any circular object and divide its circumference with the radius, they always got answer as 3.14 or 22 divided by 7, which eventually leaded to this. And so they came up with an answer that this number should be known with a letter or a word called pi. So the value of pi is always 3.14. Now you will be amazed to know, students, the end value of the pi you cannot calculate. Even if you take a book and start calculating its value, your book will be filled, but you will never reach the answer of this value. Therefore it's called as continuous fraction or continuous decimal value. So do remember, pi's value is, we always take 3.14. So students, what we have learned is pi is equals to 3.14. And the formula which we learn is circumference upon radius is equals to the value of the pi, or it's always a constant fraction which you will get whenever you divide any circle ka circumference with its radius. Now if I rearrange this and if I move the radius from here to the other side of the equal, we know that the function will change. It is in division, it will become in multiplication. So what do we get? We get circumference is equals to pi into radius. Now these two formulas are very important, students, so make a note of it. I will be thinking how to use this formula. Let me help you, student, with an example. Let's say that you are taking a walk around a circular garden. So you took a walk and somebody came to you and asked, what was the distance did you covered around this? And you are confused. I haven't measured. But you know that the radius of this circular garden is 100 meter. Using this formula, you can tell your friend how much distance you have covered. Let's see how. We know the formula, that is distance walk is nothing but the circumference, and circumference is nothing but pi into radius. What was the radius? 100 meters. Now what is the value of pi? Which is nothing but 3.14. So if you multiply 3.14 into 100, you get 314 meters. That means that you have covered 314 meters of the distance while taking a round around the circle. Moving further from here, students, the next question which you need to answer, try this. Moving further, and I have something for you guys to solve at home as well. So try this question on your own and give answer in the comment box. So questions are such: a circular playground have a circumference of 21.98 meter. What will be the radius of such playground? Also calculate the diameter of the above given playground. So I have, students, you will finish this task and write down your answer in the comment box. Let me know how simple or how difficult it was. Also, when you are done with your task, you can maybe record the way you have calculated the value of pi and how you use thread to calculate the circumference. Feel free to record all of those things and give us back, send us back. We'll also see what kind of a work you have done. So let's see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, thank you.